the question about how to let go and how to see through things, how to forget things. It's really very difficult because human beings are designed to be attached, to be very instinctively clinging to the family members, brothers, sisters, children, parents, wife, girlfriends, boyfriends, and all of that. So the Buddha talks about the doctrine of emptiness. That means, for example, when I say I am, who am I? I'm my name Jerry. That's a name. Somebody gave that to me. It could have been anything else. So as such, when I look for an independent I cannot find it. I'm Chinese. I went to school here. All of those things are referring to something else in duality in our lives. So that's called the doctrine of emptiness. If I cut off my left arm, if I cut off my right leg, if I lose my left eye, if I lose my right ear, am I still me? At what point am I no longer me? So as such, when I look for me, for I cannot find it. So there's not an independent I that we can identify. And also in 100 years from today, I will no longer be here. So I don't really exist, obviously, permanently. And the emptiness is that I cannot be found. It is more of a concept and it's not real, so to speak. And everything, sunset, sunrise, the birth of a child, all of those things, according to the Buddha, are continuations of causes and effects. A sperm meets an egg and then a baby is born. Those are processes which are put into place according to previous actions, consequences of previous actions, and they call that karma, right? That is, so when we see things, we understand all phenomena are transient, temporary, illusory, unreal, dreamlike, like bubbles on the water, like dewdrops on a leaf, like electricity in the sky. All things are intrinsically empty and there's nothing you can get from it. Even though, yeah, I can pay money and buy a nice car. I got a car. But it's more of a concept that you got a car. Some people buy a car and they die the next day. Some people buy a new clothes. Some people get married and die the next day. So the concept of what I have or what I lost, those are really designed within human beings. For example, when you see a deer or a horse, when they see the opposite sex, they are so happy that you can see their attachment and their desires and their lust. And we can clearly see that cats and dogs, they have that. But similarly, we have the same thing. We also have those things built into us. So it is up to us. And in order to, for example, if somebody has some issues in the past with a wife, with a husband, with a child, with a brother or sibling, the idea is to, if you can go through the analysis and realize these things just happen circumstantially. None of it was intentional. None of it was designed specifically against somebody. Then you realize it's empty and then you can let it go. Or you can just say, okay, I'm going to forget about it. I will not think about it anymore and I will release it. I will let it go. Even though you say you want to let it go, it's not going to happen overnight because our nature is born to be attached. It's born to say, this is my mother, that's my father, and everybody else, they are strangers. That is the human mechanism. So in essence, Buddha is saying we need to overcome the human mechanism in order to become a Buddha. So I hope that makes some sense in helping to let go and to forget things. Thanks, bye.